on to Mariah Carey. Donnie teased it, but there was a lot happening. Number one, you and I both broke into tears immediately upon her descent from that snowflake.
I said if this was what church was, if church was only like Christmas song or even just a regular old Christian tune from, you know, a Tuesday in July, any kind of Bible music, if that's all church was just the singing, I would be MAGA by now.
Yeah, I would be like, burn the books, lock up the women, and praise God.
And fuck me, Jesus, yeah.
And fuck me, Jesus. But especially if all of those songs were sung by Mariah Carey gingerly holding the hand of a companion, guiding her around the stage with gospel singers, the most talented children I've ever seen, not her own, but other children, doing their little dances, robes. It was beautiful.
It truly was. But while we're on the subject of Mariah Carey, I've seen three Instagram stories this week saying like, oh, Mariah's reign as Queen of Christmas is over. Kelly Clarkson is now throned, which Kelly is a Christmas queen, but like I've said already, Chelsea, to you in your car, maybe you were busy if you don't remember this, calling someone a hillbilly bitch, but there is nothing out in the last 30 years that is as iconic as All I Want for Christmas Is You. Is Wrapped in Red in Love Actually? I don't think so.
And like her cover of Run, Run, Rudolph, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Kelly Clarkson, though, it's hard to call her the queen of a specific genre because she quite literally on her show every week does covers and just consistently sings them better than the person whose music it actually is.
Right.
Also, I would say that before you can say Mariah Carey's Christmas reign is over, you need to go watch her perform and then go watch her give her children a few too many songs as she's changing her costume, where her children are playing the drums, and then you look up on the big screen and there she is sexily dancing along. It's pure camp in a way that I cannot describe. Like, I knew I was going to enjoy myself. Me, you, and Amanda could be in a cardboard box and enjoy ourselves. Yeah. But I really don't think I was expecting to be like so taken by the experience.
You told Dr. Bald you want to take your family next year.
I do. Some parts are more kid-friendly than others. She does still segue to talking about wanting to fuck Santa, but I think my daughters would love it.
Yeah. Who doesn't like to fuck Santa? That was my favorite song as a child.
So I was taken by the experience. Other people in our section were also taken by the experience because in the middle of Oh Holy Night, there was commotion right in front of us. The juxtaposition of Mariah Carey belting about the birth of Jesus Christ, and then in front of us, a family helping their elderly father navigate some bowel issues. There was a man who shit himself right on the steps directly in front of us.
Sat down to shit on the steps, though. That is the thing. He came out. I thought he was lightheaded. He needed to go get some water, some air, run to the maybe that's what he was doing, running to the restroom, and then when he didn't make it, he just committed. Because he came out, it was like arena seating. So he said, excuse me, made his way to the aisle thing where there's that railing to go up and down the steps, and then he just stood there on the steps and then sat on the steps. And then when they finally ushered him out and took him out of his secret entrance, never to be seen from again, we saw on the ground explosive diarrhea.
Because we were worried he had fallen or like he was having a medical episode, whatever.
You said we. Just you. Me and Amanda were trying our goddamnedest to look past him and be in the holiday spirit and pretend this man didn't exist. He could have been having a full seizure on those steps, and I would have been singing Oh Holy Night. But then once you decided you were focused on it, then I felt guilty not focusing on it.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm sorry. When things like that happen, you know, Mr. Rogers says, look for the helpers in the world. I'm a helper. Yeah. But so I was very focused. I could not focus on anything else. So then once he had left, I was like, oh, thank God. Okay, they got him. He's okay. He's walking, whatever. But then my eyes scanned down. And that's when, at that point, you had gone back to the holly jolly Christmas. And I did tap you and say, look, there's shit. Meanwhile, Amanda had no idea any of this had happened.
Lucky bitch. And then the janitor came with like an industrial-sized rock salt that he put over the shit so it was easier to clean up. Which, I never knew that, cuties. If you need to clean up shit, rock salt's the way to go, I guess.
Well, it was quite an experience, but I think most magical of all, more magical than Mariah Carey coming down on a snowflake, more magical than a man shitting his britches right there on the steps. I am psychic.
I'm going to push back.
Go ahead.
No, you can tell the story. It is your story to tell. And then I'll tell you why I have some hesitancies.
So, I've been psychic a lot recently. Sometimes channeled for good, sometimes channeled for bad, aka I did say yesterday I'm a hot mess, and then everything became a hot mess. I think I do manifest. I'm a manifesting queen. But at the start of Mariah Carey, I got a lightning zap, as I do, and I said, I feel like somebody's going to get proposed to. Then during Always Be My Baby, she meanders through the crowd and takes selfies. I mean, Mariah Carey is just an icon. She really doesn't give two shits about anybody, but clearly somebody along the way told her, you need to take pictures with fans. So she just wades through the normies and is as everybody's shoving phones in her face to take selfies. But during that, on the big screen, there was a proposal.
But here's the thing. I feel like it is a Christmas concert. Of course there will be a proposal. You could have said that at New Year's Eve. Of course there'll be a proposal. Now there is, and I'm not at liberty to share details yet, but Chelsea has been psychic, and it is proved to be correct and true. But now I think that now that she knows that people know she's actual psychic, now she's just saying it all the time.
No, this is the thing. I go through ebbs and flows, much like my sanity. What happens is I ride the wave, and once a quarter, I am ramping up and I become more psychic. And then what's on the other side of a wave? The crash, which I think we're witnessing now. So I don't have any psychic abilities. I don't even have normal person brain abilities. I think that we really did ramp up to Mariah Carey, and then now we're just sitting in shit on the stairs.